What's going on, everybody? Went outdoors. We're back at the cabin. Week 6. This will be the next episode of Parker's quest for his Wisconsin black bear, episode 5. It's July 1st, 4th of July weekend. We picked up a whole nother load of creams and what do we got? Strawberry glaze, chocolate fondue, lemon, all this different stuff, buttercream. So it was fairly cheap, and so I like to sweeten it up once in a while, like every couple weeks or something. I might just take a whole bucket and dump it in the bait, or just mix it heavier. But doing the math on how many buckets we have and how many weeks there are left for baiting, we can go pretty heavy on this stuff, and I think this stuff does really well with the bear. The keep them coming in. They sit there and just lap it up. We kicked a whole barrel of cookies, so we're down in another barrel. The caramel corn is down of almost a whole barrel, so that's 2 full barrels we've gone so far. Dogs start running, I think, today, so we're probably gonna see a few dog trucks around running. They can start practicing all summer long. They just train their dogs on the bear, and then they just pull them off the bear, I guess, once they treat. So that might push some bears around, but hopefully they come back to the baits and stay in the same area. We're gonna get these loaded up, and we're gonna head out before it gets crazy up north here for this weekend, because people will be coming. The tourists are coming. That's so sweet. Bait number 1, the Y, demolished. Today we are gonna sweeten it up, sweeten the pot, so to speak, right, Parker? Mm-hmm. Yeah, something they cannot resist. Just pour that in there. Oh, it came out in one chunk. Perfect.
It's like Jello.
That's that chocolate, a whole bucket of chocolate. They are gonna dig for that, and they're gonna want to come back for more. It's like a gelatin. Oh, now it's just the outside was. I'm just gonna mix it in there a little bit. They're just gonna sit here and slurp this up, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, we got it all baited up. We got that bucket of chocolate in here. Parker went crazy with the vanilla spray. We got a couple other secret ingredients I can't share, but it smells delicious in here right now. It's a little earlier in the morning than we normally bait, but I want to get in and out for the chaotic weekend. I try not to bait on the weekends, just too many people, too much going on. So we're gonna back out of here, go get Tony's bait, and then have some fun the rest of the weekend, right? Let's get out of here. Just like our routine, bait number 2, Tony's bait. Parker's gonna freshen it up, get that bucket in there. Now let's get some of that cream. Ooh, the purple stuff. They love the purple stuff. This stuff you're gonna have to probably get a stick and.
I'll see if I can knock.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
You can't throw the bucket in there, Parker. You gotta. Oh. They're gonna enjoy this. It's like a little treat, you know? These bears have behaved all year. Now they get a little treat. All right, that's good. Let's let these bears enjoy their 4th of July little special treat, right? Get out of here. Check these cameras. All right, we're back out here. It's July 4th. We baited on the 1st. And this weekend we had the Lemkes up here. We got old pro staffer Landon helping us today. So we decided to bait quick before we go home today. I'm curious to see what the camera is going to show because there was a lot of activity this weekend with bear trucks and just people in general up here. We stayed out of the woods, just did some boating and fishing and stuff. So Parker and Landon and I came out. We're going to bait the 2 sites and then get out of here. And I'll come back up the end of the week and see if anything changed now that the dogs are out being trained. Seen quite a few bear trucks, but we'll see. All right, like always, we're at number 2. Looks like they like that purple frosting. Big old lid. Nice job, Landon.
Hmm?
Nice job.
Yeah,
You can be useful from time to time. All right, it's July 7th. Grandpa Tom's 70th birthday today. I had to work a little bit in the morning. I grabbed the kids and we shot up here. We baited Monday, July 4th. Yeah, the 4th of July. Baited then. I want to bait now because tomorrow I leave for Canada for our muskie trip. And I want to get it baited before I leave. And then hopefully the boys are going to come up with Grandpa Tom or Uncle Keith to do a bait midweek next week, and then I'll have to run up when we get home so we don't go more than a week without baiting because they're eating it up already, you know, in 3 days. We're gonna get this stuff baited. We kicked another barrel, right, Parker? There's a barrel of the caramel corn. So of those 9 barrels I started with, maybe 6.5 left. It's starting to go fast, and we still just got the 2 baits going right now. I'll start another one when we get back from Canada. I ain't too worried about it. I've started them a week before the bear season before, and they got bears on them right away. So I like doing that because it's a new bait. Maybe they're interested in it, and we've done well doing that, like starting a bait right before the season. Today we're gonna dig the stump back in. It's not that big a deal, but every time we come in, we gotta put it back in the hole, and I guess we could just set it here on the ground, but I always like to bury it in. Parker's gonna start digging. I'm glad I got these guys here. I thought I was gonna be by myself, and it worked out great. I'll help carry all this stuff in. This is supposed to be really humid today, in 85, and the bugs. Parker forgot his lucky hat.
And the mosquitoes are so bad.
Mosquitoes and horseflies. I'll start digging. Let's get out of here. Let's get this done and get out. All right, we got it. Dug back in, baited. I built that backstop up a little more. They're always going over the top of it constantly. I don't want them to get them to come around it. I'm sure they're just gonna demolish it again, but before hunting season, we'll try and make it better. Parker's spraying, we got it all cleaned up. So I won't be back here for over a week. Hope they take care of my bears, actually Parker's bears, because definitely has slowed down here. I don't know, my camera only had 11 pictures on it since Monday, but I think the batteries are almost dead, and it wasn't picking up much because last time we checked it too, there wasn't many pictures, but from frame to frame, the bait was moved and there was no pictures of a bear, so I think just not picking up everything. They're cheap cameras, but they work great. We got the pink stuff today, but this is what happens when you get too close to the frosting, Peyton. Is it good?
Yeah.
On your nose too. Number 2 is baited. We built the backstop up on this one again too, because they just lay on it and just destroy it. I kind of made it a little bit better. Hopefully they do what they're supposed to do. Trying to train these bears, but they're just like kids. Right? They never do what you want them to do. They're always hungry. They're up all night. They're fighting.
You got pink frosting on your beard.
Pink frosting on my beard. Do I?
Yeah, right here.
No. All right, let's get out of here. Good job, Pete. So here we are at the Y. We got our usual decent bears here and there. This is a pretty decent one. I don't know if this is that bald butt guy. Maybe he's grown his hair back. Couple bears like this. Definitely not as much activity, but then all of a sudden I got a clip of a real good one. And I don't think that's Chongus. But then you got these smaller, 2-3 year old bears, real little guys. And then had this one come in. I can't tell, but it's a decent bear, and I'm watching them, and all of a sudden this one comes in and dwarfs this one, but he's always pushing that other smaller one out. And like I said, I don't think that's Big Chongus. He just doesn't seem as big as that real big one we had in there, but definitely a decent one. But then you can see that scar on his face. Old Scarface, we're going to call him. He's a real good one, but he rules the bait. And he chases that. He's with that other smaller one all the time. As soon as he leaves, then that smaller one makes his way in. Here he is messing with the camera like they always do, while the other smaller one sneaks in for a bite to eat. But then he comes down and makes his way in. Yeah, it's a real good bear. I would take him. This is another different bigger bear. I just got one clip of it. I don't know. Now we're at Tony's Bait, and we got those little cubs in there yet. I had problems with camera batteries and stuff at all the baits, so I lost a lot of pictures. But these two have been in here since day one, the same two. Then I had one clip of this guy, and I've never had a big one at Tony's Bait like this. Just one clip that week. I don't know, I was looking for more pictures, but that's all I had. So then I'm like, oh well. And this guy the next week comes in, a little one, you know, there's a couple, 2, 3 like that. Then this good one here, it looks kind of weird though. He's short and just really fat. And then another one clip of a big one. I'm like, well, where'd this guy come from? That's a really good bear. And my first real good one at Tony's Bait. Then another bear shows up with them. And then like, this is oddly familiar from the Y. These two are acting just like the other two. And I never got a good view of the big one in there. And then he finally lifts his head up, and there he is, old Scarface from the Y, chasing him off 3 miles away as the crow flies, 5 miles out the four-wheel. I'm figuring it's at least 3 miles, but they're on both baits within days. He's a good one. I like it. I'll keep him on both baits. That's fine. If he gets kicked off the other one, he can enjoy both baits. All right, that's a wrap for episode 5 of Parker's quest for his Wisconsin black bear. Baits have definitely changed. I knew they would. They always do. Since we started in Memorial Day weekend, So it's been a month and a week, 6 weeks, I guess. So when we started those first baits, there was tons of bear. I suppose that's probably one of the only baits out there. Well, now I'm guessing there's a ton more people baiting. Dogs are running. It's just people are at the cabins. They got corn out for deer and everything, bird feeders and everything. So they have a lot more food out there. Then berries are going to start getting ripe here pretty soon. So you're competing with all that. I'm not too worried. We still have bears hitting the bait. Plenty. It's some camera problems. I don't know. They didn't take as many pictures as they should have been. But we are not worried. We'll keep trucking along and keep baiting. And I won't be back out for a couple weeks. These guys are going to take care of it when I'm... But it's always cool seeing the camera, the videos, the different bears, different locations, how far they travel. Yeah, like I said, we lost a bunch of bears. They just moved on or moved out. But then now there's different ones I've noticed. It's hard to tell which exactly ones are coming in, but because there's so many bear about that same size. But you can see subtle differences in their hide and everything. But it's kind of cool, and we're gonna keep baiting here all summer, keeping them fed, keeping them coming in. So like come September 7th, I think it is, we will have a big bear down. Hopefully Chongus. I miss Chongus. Don't you miss him?
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. Is he okay?
I hope the dog runners didn't get them.
Well,
'Cause
they didn't kill him. They just chased him around.
Yeah. But hopefully they didn't even scare him away.
Yeah, hopefully he's just decided to go to a different area right now, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried about him. You know, he wasn't doing too good. I think he's got heart issues or something. You see him panting.
Yeah.
And like tired and sleeping in front of the camera.
Hopefully he didn't die.
He might have died of a heart attack.
Yeah. And hopefully
all that sugar.
And hopefully, if he's still alive, hopefully when they're running the dogs for the actual season, hopefully they don't kill him.
Yeah. Hopefully we do.
Yeah, but dogs start. The dog runners. Dogs start after
Right.
After Bader's because that's one of the reasons Dad chose me to go this year because just so the dogs don't chase all the bears away right at the beginning of the season, and like if we have
So
some
you have
big
first shot at it.
yeah. Like
It goes every other year.
Yeah.
Next year, dogs go first,
Mhm.
and then Bader's. So, hey, what'd you guys do today?
We went outdoors, Dad.